Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the ways on how your God-ordained spouse will interact with you once God presents you to your God-ordained spouse. So last night, I was reading out of the book of Ruth, and God gave me like a different perspective. He just revealed a whole new revelation to me as I was reading the book of Ruth, and I want to share it with you in this video series. So this is going to be a 3-part video series. You want to make sure you watch all 3 videos, okay? Because it's going to really bless your life. It's going to help give you understanding into, like how your God-ordained spouse is going to show up when he encounters his God-ordained wife. Okay, so some of the things I observed just from reading the book of Ruth on how Boaz, just went about, interacting with Ruth. Here's some of the things, he done. And I really believe these are some of the things your God-ordained spouse is going to do with you. Okay. So he will give you comfort. So when you are in your God-ordained spouse present, you will have a sense of comfort. Okay. It will come, it will just come upon you, right? He also will speak kindly to you. Okay. So your God-ordained spouse, he would be everything different from your past. Okay, so he will give you comfort. He will speak kindly of you. He will speak to the queen in you. Okay, he will also protect you. All right, he will provide for you. I love when I was reading the book of Ruth how Boaz, he began to just provide for Ruth. He allowed her to just glean, from the field. And just made sure she was well taken care of. And he also made sure she picked up enough to take home to Naomi. Okay, so he will provide for you in his own ways. He won't embarrass you, and he will make sure the people in his circle don't embarrass you either. And this was another thing Boaz did with Ruth. He told his people, he was like, listen, let her get as much as she can. Do not embarrass her, right? I'm paraphrasing here, but he was like, do not embarrass her, right? So your God-ordained spouse, he will protect you. He won't, embarrass you. He will make sure the people in his circle don't embarrass you as well. He will watch you at a distance, okay? And he will observe you and collect data on you. Now, this was another thing Boaz was doing, because as soon as Boaz stepped on the scene, he spotted Ruth, okay? He was like, wait a minute, who is that? That's how you know you just encountered your God-ordained spouse, because you will catch his attention, okay? But he began to ask about Ruth, like, who is she? How long she been here, right? He just began to ask about her. And so your God-ordained spouse, he will observe you from a distance and ask, about you. He's asking about you so that he can learn of you, and just get to know, who you are, your reputation, things of that nature, okay? He will approach you. So for my God-ordained spouses who are, you're standing and you're praying, because God told you to pray for your God-ordained spouse, but what if he haven't approached you yet, right? That doesn't mean for you to approach him. Wait for the man to approach you. Wait for him to call you, okay? This is how we stay in our feminine energy, okay? It say when a man finds a wife, okay, he receives favor from the Lord. So allow God to take your God-ordained spouse through this process of revealing, okay? He's going to reveal to your God-ordained spouse, you are the one. Right? And once he revealed to your God-ordained spouse who you are, then he will approach you in his own timing. Okay? So be patient. Another thing is, he will let other men know in his own way that you are off limits, okay, to not touch you, right? So this was another thing Boaz did. He was like, do not touch her, okay? And he walked up to Ruth and told her, stay here. Do not glean in another field. Stay here, okay? He was marking his territory. And I know that I'm not saying it like she's a dog or anything, but you know, he was just letting people know, like, look, do not touch her. Okay, he told her, you stay right here and you glean in this field. You get everything you need right here. Okay, I love that. He also will protect your purity. Okay, so he won't be in a rush to get you into bed. You know, he will want to honor this covenant, right? Because it's different. This is a God-ordained love story, right? So everything about it is different. And so you have to go about it in a different way, right? He will also recognize your character. And this was another thing, Boaz, you know, he said, I'm trying to remember. He said something to the extent that he know that she is a woman of noble character, right? So your God-ordained spouse will recognize your character. He will recognize that you are a good woman, and he will also see that you are different from what he is used to dating, okay? Another thing is he will not rest until he make you his wife. Okay, so listen, because that's what it said in the book of Ruth. You know, he will not rest. That's what Naomi said to Ruth. She said the man would not rest until he settled the matter at hand, right? And so your God-ordained spouse will not rest. Okay, once God revealed to your God-ordained spouse who you are, he will not rest until he make you his wife. And when he make you his wife, he will make sure others know that you are his queen. You are his wife. You are his good thing. You are his favor he receives from the Lord. Okay, so get excited. Okay, so I wanted to share, you know, these things with you. This is video 1. I have 2 more videos coming up. So I am Tequila Coleman. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a positive comment, and I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.